I just got a crazy, just like a crazy drive, like I grew up really deprived of everything in my life. It kind of pushes me to want more. I never experienced reciprocation of love. I always give, but I never receive. And I think that's what pushes me. I don't really think I don't really plan for 5 years or anything. To me, my 5 years today, whatever you do now, that's your 5-year plan. That's how I see it. I feel like when you think about stuff like that, you're not actually committing or doing it today, it'll never happen. So that's just a waste of a fantasy. That's a waste of an imagination. So my 5-year plan is whatever I did today, that's what I'm gonna be doing in the next 5 years. And that's why I see myself, whether that's I'm gonna be the world's top athlete, author, motivational speaker, I'm gonna have my own talk show, my own businesses, my own Shanti oil shop. I'm gonna have one in each state in America, over the country. That's what I feel like. I'm gonna just be thriving. Build a foundation, create a family, stuff like that. That's what I see myself. But I know for a fact I'm gonna definitely be I'm gonna create a consciousness for the world. That's my invention. I'm not gonna create a TV or some type of app. I'm gonna really create a consciousness as my technology for human civilization. I'm gonna keep pushing humans forward, and I'm gonna be the example. So that's why I see myself today, and that's why I know I'm still committing and doing that, because I dedicated my life to it. It's all I have to live for. So whatever I'm doing today, I'm gonna be doing in 5 years, and whatever comes along with that is just what it is. Run up to Central Park. That's only, we already on 42nd, that's only on 59th, son. Yeah, we ain't running in the park, we running to the park. Killing me. Alright, so you ready to run back? You killing me. You ready to run back?
We go run up
oh, dude, you killing me.
Killing you?
It's that's something you really I gotta stop and I gotta meditate on, because who I am is not who I am. My personality was just something I adapted as I was growing up. I seen different TV shows and movies and I wanted to be these guys, so I picked up certain traits, but who I am is who I'm not. That's who I really am. Before I even knew how to be influenced by a person, that I'm just a kid. I'm a vulnerable 7-year-old child. That's why I finally found who I was. I'm an inspiration, I'm a word, I'm a language, I'm a noun, I'm a pronunciation, I'm a thing, I'm a figure. I'm just a spirit. That's how I see myself as far as being who am I? Everything else is my personality is just made up. It's basically a protection to get me through certain areas in life. But it's not really who I am. So who I am, I think, is infinite and always be unknown. The day I have an idea on who I am, I think that would be the day I really lost myself. I want people to walk away like with care and affection. Like that's why I really do it. I want people, I'm not even gonna say hope, because I feel like when people, I feel like you gotta create hope, like you gotta find hope. People use hope as in a way of action, as begging. So I look like we in a stage right now where we gotta move past hope, we gotta move past faith, and we gotta just know. So I want people to not leave with hope or faith, but just like a know, like, all right, if he did it, I know I could do it. Not I hope I could do it, or not I believe I could do it. Like, you gotta leave with, all right, I know I could do it. And that's just what I want them to leave with, like, just like with a certain drive or a certain emotion, a certain characteristic I want them to take from them. Like, if they're gonna have some type of pride or ego, I want them to have it, like, in stuff that really matters, stuff that really means stuff. Like, as far as like they want to be the best person, like, within a family or work, whatever they is. I just want them to leave with, I can be whatever I imagine I could be. Like, I want them to leave with like a life they feel like they deserve. And I'm a flourish, I'm gonna give that deservedness out. Like, I'm gonna express that deservedness. Like, I'm gonna live a basis life, and I'm gonna live a dream life. So I'm gonna live a life where people can achieve, and I'm gonna live a life that's unachievable, so I can relate to all people. So they be like, all right, he living like that, he doing stuff like that. Like, I could do that too. Well, he surpassed that. He went beyond what I thought I could do. I think I could do too, because he went there. So I'm just trying to just basically leave them inspired, and not even just inspired. I want them to move. So I want to give them momentum. I want them to leave with momentum, drive, love, whatever they need to have an impulse. I want to give them an impulse, not to just see it and be like, yo, I'm inspired, I'm gonna go do this for a day. I want them to be so deeply infected by it where it becomes a disease to them. Like having gonorrhea, I want it to be like cancer. I want it to eat them up to a point where it's like, I gotta act, I gotta do something about it. Not where I'm gonna do it for like a week and stop. Like, nah, like, I really want this. Like, he going after it, I can relate, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, I want to do it. And it's just basically like marrying this, like having this lifelong commitment of living a life you deserve. Like, I look at life like on different aspects, and these is like my two biggest ones. The first aspect is like this. Like, I always imagine myself like, all right, if you die, right, you die. And I don't, to me, death is just like a transformation. You just transform into another thing, another form of life. And I always say, like, what would it, and you have a big conversation, right? These are all the greatest people in the world who ever affected the world. And everybody have a great story. Like, yeah, I left humanity, I changed the way people communicate. I gave people a device where they could talk from New York to China. That's great. Like, that drives humanity, right? Ancient people could say, well, we left big statues and hieroglyphs. And then it's like, what you gonna say? Oh, I just had a regular job, I got off at work, I hit the bar every weekend. Like, that's what you gonna live with? You're gonna die. They're like, nah, kill him again. He gotta reincarnate. You're gonna have to reincarnate, and then when you live your life again, you're gonna have deja vu. Like, yo, I've been here before. Yeah, you've been here millions of times because you never served your purpose in life. You don't live for yourself. Only time you live for yourself is acknowledging yourself, acknowledging that you have a purpose. That's the only time you live for yourself. Other than that, it's for the whole. And then I look at life like this. Like, I look at people in the streets that poor, not by money, but spirit and mentality. If you have enough guts and courage, because it takes guts and courage for it. If you have enough guts and courage to give up on yourself, piss on yourself, shit on yourself, sleep on train, walk around dirty and beg for change, then I'm like, why not take a chance and be rich? I'd rather be shitty, pissy, and poor and living in a big mansion and be able to give somebody $1 million and create an opportunity. And this is the reason why I do what I do. I also stay tuned, man. Part 2, we're gonna go a little harder. Velocious Ambition, man. Stay tuned.